But right now, hey, that's a nice little spotted bay bass, isn't it? Hey, well, thank you, Tommy. That's a good deal. Don't go away. Tuna fish coming up.
This segment of Fishing with Roland Martin is brought to you by Roland Martin Tournament Grade 1 Rods. Bass Pro Shops is a proud sponsor of Fishing with Roland Martin.
Well, earlier in the show, we had you out in the San Diego Bay. Now we're in the San Diego Bay Harbor, and we're going to go out on a long-range boat, the Sea Adventure 80. And its captain is Captain Chuck Taft. And we're going out for a day and a half for some tuna fish, some albacore, and some yellowtail. So let's get started. Come on aboard. Right there, guys, to the fish. Right there to the birds, let's go. Right there, big yellowfin, right there, guys. Coming under. Coming under. Hey, this is good. Everybody's trained on this boat. Everybody's had a seminar by Captain Chuck as to what to do with the fish on and like this. And so everything's working out good. Everybody's clearing the decks. We got another fish on here.
Well, last time I saw you, you were going towards the stern.
Yeah,
what is this?
We got a fish on here, under and over and around. Everybody's got a fish on. He's got a fish on. Well, now we have a couple on the front of the boat and about 3 or 4 tuna fish hooked on the back. Now this is a day and a half trip. The advantage of having a day and a half trip is that we'll fish much of the night, until it's dark, and then we'll travel all night long to get back home to San Diego. We'll get back about 6 o'clock in the morning. But the advantage is that we'll have the whole day to fish. First bite of the day, we've taken about 20 big tuna and really, really hot action. But now Chuck's gonna circle around up from those birds and see if we can't find that kelp patty again.
Well, you know, Roland, we're not here to take fish home, but we've been playing with our light bass rods, and we've been catching these tuna with these light bass rods.
Well, meanwhile, back at the ranch, all sorts of fish are being caught. I got my 5th one on, I think. I don't know how many I've caught, but I'm using this Avet. It's the SX series. It's the smallest Avet they make, and it's the 2-speed model. I've pushed the button in. Right there is the button, and I've pushed that in so it's in a low gear. And I've pushed the drag up fairly good, but I have about a 15-pound drag, and that's as tight as I want to go. Because this fish is dogging it out. He's probably a 30 or even 35-pound tuna fish, and he's down about 100 feet doing little circles. So we'll see what happens. I guess the worst thing that could happen is a big great white shark could come and get him.
It's not going to happen here, but whatever got into you using that bass rod to get that big old tuna?
Well, you talked me into that. I was by John Cassidy's shop.
Listen to him?
Yeah, and we were getting our tackle ready for this trip, and of course he sells all this tuna fish tackle. And we looked at some of his rods, and they were pretty big and heavy. And I said, well, I do have this little bass rod. He said, let's go try the light stuff. So he has a light rod, I have a light rod, and so we're just having fun. Okay, boys, I tell you what, this is something. It's been a lot of fun. Okay, hey, they got another one on back there.
All right, that's what
Oh yeah, that's a good one. This is fun. Okay, folks, as you can see, the day is not over. This is a full-fledged day and a half offshore trip. And
we've been fishing for 14 hours. We still have an hour or so to go. Chuck Taft is not letting up at all. So, Roland, with 35 of his newest friends in San Diego, thank you very much for coming down and visiting with us.
Hey, folks, I'm going to tell you, if you want some great tuna action, come down and see the Sea Adventure 80 and old Chuck Taft. He'll put you on a lot of fish, but I tell you, this is a great trip. Thank you, Tuna Bill.
Well,
thank you, son. That's
Absolutely.
great. And thank you, John.
Roland, come back again soon.
Folks, we'll see you again next week. Don't miss this tuna action. It is great. San Diego.
He's a great American fisherman. He'll fish anywhere. Anywhere there's water, Lord knows he'll be there. He's just like a gypsy, mighty hard to hold.
Bass Pro Shops presents Fishing with Roland Martin. Brought to you by Tracker Boats. Fish the finest. Gary Yamamoto Custom Baits, designed by fishermen for fishermen. Timbuktu, Fisher's Choice, real bait ready when you are. And by Bass Pro Shops, your adventure starts here. Closed caption provided by Spro Lures.
Toledo Bend, Rayburn, and Conroe he won't forget. He loved Lake of the Ozark, he loved Table Rock. Bull shows on the White River, he ain't gonna never stop. He's a great American fisherman, he fish anywhere. Anywhere there's water, Lord knows he'll be there. He's just like a gypsy, mighty hard to hold. The great American fisherman got fishing in his soul. Set that hook.